episode of Disqualified. I am your double predictions champion, Trevin, joined by Beltless Caleb.
Hola!
And we're here to talk about the show involving this belt, NXT.
You forgot to mention.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Beltless Zach.
Yeah, sorry. We were two-man weaving
together.
Hello.
Yes, we were two-man weaving yesterday, so theme's out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
That was busy.
Yes.
He was getting health checked.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes.
I was seeing my psychiatrist.
Well,
I was prescribed lithium.
it's still health nonetheless. Mental,
Yes.
regardless.
This is the weirdest episode of NXT ever.
Brother, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck? What really happened this episode? Well, they wrote Javon to be a fucking idiot. That we'll get to that in our main event.
I mean, he does participate in the brain rot.
He does. He does with 6'7". I can't.
He did make it his whole personality.
He's the young dude.
No, it's not his personality. It is his jersey number, though, for the NXT team.
Yeah.
For some reason. Bruh, you could have just done 69, even though they probably would have said no.
He could have.
He could have, would have, should have. And,
Yeah,
we
but
get a heel turn.
yep.
We get an open challenge.
Yes, we get someone looking like a tweener instead of the heel we thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, we get a debut that was interesting.
Yeah.
A first TV match for this dude. We saw him live
Yes.
before his first TV match. I don't count LFG.
Yeah, no, this episode was just weirdness across the board, except for our opening segment. It turns weird later, don't worry. But
The pacing at the end is very bad, in my opinion.
Yes,
But it did look cool. I kind of liked it, but I'll get to it. I'll get to what I liked about it when we get there.
We open with your new NXT champion,
The ruler, the bringer of war. What other catchphrase? He said the bringer of war. I don't know if he said harbinger of doom, but like that would have been a dope ass line to drop.
Yes, it's Oba Femi.
And this man continues to show how we do not need a Brock Lesnar in 2025.
We need him.
This man cuts one of... I thought he cut one of the best promos of his career fucking last week. No, he cuts one of the best promos of his career this fucking week too.
This man is a star.
This man's a star.
Yes. He not only says, like, Ricky, you got me once, you couldn't get me again. I am inevitable, I am unstoppable, and all is right because I am back on top of the mountain.
He said, I fell, I lost my title, and like the universe did, it corrected itself because everything is right back where it needs to be. The ruler is back on top, he is holding gold, and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. It's Ricky's theme. Here comes Ricky Saints. And he says, well, look, yeah, you beat me. Congratulations. But last time I checked, the score is 1-1. So I'm gonna course correct this.
And demand a rematch. I gave you your ones, time to give me mine.
He said, I gave you your shot, I'm demanding mine. That boy's bouncy.
Yeah, and Javon's like, hold up.
He said, wait. He said, stop the music. Yurt. Bruh. As soon as he did that, whole crowd did that, I said, oh, this man's gonna have the main roster crown eating out the palm of his fucking hands.
Yes.
But he comes out, he says, look, I survived the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yeah, so he's like, I believe that means my shot is next.
And he says, so you're gonna have to wait. And, I was thinking, why wait till January? He said, I'm on fire right now. I'm riding the momentum.
The adrenaline's high. I want to go right now.
He says,
tonight.
Yeah, tonight. So, of course, he starts poking at Oba. Ricky says, look, no.
You got your shot. You got your designated training period. Use it. This is Oba we talking about. And Javon's like, nah. I fought him before. I've put him down before. I've got the adrenaline. I got the energy. I got the hype. I want to take him down now.
That's, of course, if you're not scared, Oba. And, of course, Oba does not back down from a challenge.
It's Oba.
Yes.
So he says, all right, look, I didn't think I was going to get my working boots on tonight, but, we'll see. You got it. So, challenge accepted.
Yep. And
Match
it is
made later.
Yes.
But, so Oba v. Javon for your NXT title in your main event. Ricky did look a little peeved off.
Yeah.
But,
Speaking of peeved off.
yeah, Tatum Paxley tee time now. She is backstage with her dollhouse, and she is saying, look,
You got me.
Izzy, this person that you said that I was, that was needy, that couldn't evolve, you killed her.
You did it.
She's dead.
But now that just means I have nothing left to lose.
But you, on the other hand, it pulls up the first ever AEW doll to appear, action figure to appear on WWE TV. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a AEW Shawn Spears action figure.
It is.
And I don't know who the fuck this Nico Vance one is, but who the fuck are you?
Yes. And she's like, but you do. And I plan on taking everything.
And now let's get this thing that they could probably copyright us for off screen.
Yep.
Tosses the Shawn Spears one, still holding the Nico one. Who is she bringing in? Unless she's the one killing them, which I would not mind.
I don't think it's Lyra anymore. That's going to be a she gets called up to main roster storyline.
It's going to have to be two guys. If they're going to want an actual match out of this, so who's going to help? I hope it's not Hank and Tank.
No. You want to know something funny? I think she calls up another person the Callings betrayed Brooks.
Yeah, I'd rather see her go up to the main roster than do anything with Brooks. I'm sorry, Brooks is not it.
Yeah.
Like this all sounds right now like it's leading to a little bit of a faction warfare, a mini one.
But again, as you brought up, it could just be Tatum taking them out on her own.
Which I would not mind, but it seems like we're very much building to a 3v3 and then a 1v1. But who knows?
Yep. Speaking of 1v1s.
Yes, we get a bit of a grudge match. It is Kalani Jordan taking on Jordan Grace. They said it on commentary, and it's funny. They said, it is Jordan taking on Grace. Well, yeah, that's one of their names.
Yeah.
That's one of their full names. But yeah, so Kalani and Jordan have been having this rivalry
Yep.
since about...
It's been a couple months now.
Are we calling it what they called it, or are we calling it the actual name that they used? Invasion? Yeah, so this goes back to Invasion before it happened. Kalani, the TNA Knockouts champion at the time, is walking to the NXT women's locker room, and she sees some clothes on the ground. And she's like, oh, wait.
Those are mine.
What the fuck? Why are they out in my locker? Walks in there. Goes to walk in. Lola is dumping stuff down. She says,
Yep.
You turned your back on us. She leaves.
Yep.
Another person leaves, and then Carmen leaves.
Yeah.
And Jordan Grace is there.
Yeah. She's trying to play the sympathetic card as a former TNA star, and Kalani ain't having any of it, especially with the invasion stuff that happened. And it's just been culminating of Kalani thought Jordan was jealous. Jordan was just like, nah.
Well, during the actual invasion match, Kalani hits her 450. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because Jordan Grace is
Jordan
distracted.
is watching the action on the outside. And she then runs in. 1, 2, kick out. So Kalani gets peeved off then. And, tensions have been flaring ever since. She called her, a meathead?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's just been a spiral, and the spiral is probably continuing as this match, decent bout.
So Kalani walks out. She gets her entrance. Jordan starts getting out there, and Kalani says, "Fuck that waiting. Run up. I'm going to run this fade." They start fighting immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They brawl around ringside for a bit. They get into the ring, and now we're going at it. Put it back and forth.
Yep.
Very commonplace match.
A chair gets introduced.
A chair does get introduced, and that's by ringside, by the steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ramp is this way, to the left of ramp.
Yep. And Jordan Grace is just like, F this, I'm going to take her out. I don't care anymore. Ref tries to stop her, pulls the chair away from Jordan Grace into a super kick through the barricade.
What are they making these barricades out of?
Legos?
Because, brother, she should not fall into it and it collapse. I get that it's not the full barricade that the main roster has.
Yeah.
Because Finn Balor famously got fucking vocal bombed into that shit and it didn't break. You know what broke? His fucking shoulder popped out. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But there's no way that Jordan is falling into that with enough force to break it.
Yes.
But, cool spot nonetheless. Very visually shocking, but like...
Yep. Rolls her
that's
back.
what did it?
Rolls her back in. 450. 1, 2, 3.
Continues the streak of Jordan Grace not being able to win a big match in NXT. She's eventually gonna have to win a big one.
Yeah. But speaking of big matches, we are on to Blake Monroe's Women's North American Open Challenge. That sentence destroyed me.
Yes, the glamour is, extending a helping hand to those less fortunate.
And apparently the less fortunate want that open hand because the entire women's locker room comes out.
Including Nikita Lyons. What the fuck?
Yep.
I was like, who?
Yeah, ref and security are like, wait, just one person, just one. And even Blake is like, I meant one at a time, please.
She's like, I have two hands, I can't fight all of you.
And one of those hands gets locked up.
Yeah, because Thea Hale, like the smartest person ever. Well, you know what? She was in college for 2 years on NXT, so it does make sense. She runs around the building and says, if everyone is going to go through if they're going to go through Gorilla, I'm just going to go through where we have this fucking giant-ass pillar for some reason.
Yeah. And she sneaks up behind her and locks her in the Kimura.
Yep, and Blake immediately taps out. She grabs the title. She powders.
But notably, the bell did not ring. Blake still has the title, by the way. Yeah.
So Thea is celebrating like she won. Bell never rang.
Yeah, bell never rang to announce the Open Challenge, nor did it ring to start the match, nor was there even a purpose for the bell to ring to end a match.
Yeah, so...
there was also no ref in the ring.
Yeah, all the refs are outside. Blake is surrounded by the women's roster.
And she runs away!
What was the point of this segment?
New challenger unlocked. Thea.
Okay, yes. But you could have just had the actual match.
No, we have too many things to put on this card.
Yeah, we have way too many fucking things to do. Yeah, so next, instead of, what would have been considered, I think, one of the better matches of the night, we get a debut of Toothless Aggression, as Undertaker calls him. It is the debut of Shiloh Hill.
You're the men's half of the Season 2 LFG winners, taking on the jobber himself, Lexis Keene.
So where's that women's half? She gonna debut soon?
Did she already debut, I thought?
No, not on TV. We also saw her live.
Right. Yeah.
She teamed with Jordan Grace.
Yeah, the Chicago Live event.
Yeah, to take on Zaruka.
Yeah. We'll see you later tonight, too.
Yes, we will see them later, and
Yes,
Saruka is fine.
Spoiler alert, because I called Lexis King a jobber, and this is a debut match. Shiloh Hill wins.
Brother. Okay.
He's decent in ring.
No, he's decent in ring.
This
Here's
character just ain't it.
He's doing the backstage interview with Sarah Schreiber, I believe. Or it's either Sarah Schreiber or Kelly Kincaid, one of the two women reporters on NXT. Actually, there's only 2 reporters on NXT, and it's them. So he's talking with one of them, and he goes, I'm excited. I'm nervous, of course. And this is my first match on TV. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. It's nothing but pure adrenaline, and I'm ready to go. Oh, fuck, I gotta go. He runs off screen, runs back, grabs his retainer that has 1 tooth on it.
Yep.
Or a mouth guard that looks like a full set of teeth. It's one of the 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a clear mouth guard, except one of the spots is the tooth he's missing.
Yeah, so he runs down to ring. Alexis got the jobber entrance. All right, first of all, let's talk about this entrance. Way too long. Way too long of an intro. Intro was like 15 seconds before he actually got out. Way too long, especially for this character. He comes out, he basically just walks to the ring. He doesn't really do anything special with his entrance. It's just the buildup of the dark web. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
He walks out. He has a good match. The one thing I hate is there's this double down spot. And then he gets up and he's smiling. And he takes out his mouth guard and hands it to the ref.
Ew.
So, let me ask you, sir. What the fuck is the point of the mouth guard if your gimmick is to take it out mid-match? What is the point?
Confidence of I ain't gonna get hit again.
It's
At least
maxing out his rage bar.
I guess, yeah.
And going full force.
He did enter his barbarian rage at one point. What's his finisher? Is it a double-handed choke slam?
No, it was.
We saw him do some kind of top rope thing at the show we did.
No,
He definitely didn't do the top rope thing tonight.
Frick, I don't know.
He also weirdly took his belt off mid-match.
Yeah.
Which is like, stop wearing accessories if you're just going to take them off, Jey Uso. Sorry. This isn't Monday Night Raw. But that's how I feel about Jey Uso. Every time he comes to the ring with that stupid fucking meat sleeve, and then he takes it off one move into the match or before the match even happens. What's the point in the accessory? What is the point? But yeah, so Shiloh picks up the win.
Yeah,
Pretty decisive victory.
I'm looking up his finisher. One sec.
Yeah, I'm vamping.
Yes, sir.
He picks up the win pretty decisively.
WWE.com is giving me a Riyadh season ad, so one sec.
Ooh, yay, Riyadh season.
Where the Rumble's gonna be.
Yay! I hate that so much. Oh, speaking of Rumble, I guess I could just sort this in now. The next match rumored to be for AJ Lee is the Women's Rumble match. So AJ will be out until the end of January.
Here's his finish.
Let me see his finish. Oh, okay. He basically... He's going for like a back suplex.
But then
Lifts them up, tosses them up slightly. You're a big guy. You could have got Lexus up higher. And then turns it into a neck breaker.
yeah.
I've seen this as a transition move.
Pop up neck breaker.
But yeah, so Shiloh Hill picks up the win, and he's now officially on the NXT roster.
Yay!
Next!
Please switch your character.
Yes, next. We get something else that I want to switch, and that's the belt design back of the Canadian North American Championship. That is Ethan Page who holds it. He is coming out here. He's also one half of your Triple A Mixed Tag Champions. He walks out and he says, look, I'm the best. He says, when Cena retires, someone is going to need to fill his spot, and that man is going to need to have ego.
Yep.
He goes on to say how in any locker room he's competed in, doesn't matter what locker room, they send their best, and he always sends them packing.
Yep. And he's like, I have turned this North American
Title into the most prestigious and most sought after title in NXT. And then he gets interrupted by Tony D'Angelo. What? You think it was going to be someone for the main roster? No. Fuck you. Tony D'Angelo comes back, murders. The best part about Ethan Page getting attacked is he saw it. He saw the video on screen that they're playing.
Lights went out, spotlight came up, and he just did like that dog acceptance meme face.
He did the dog acceptance face meme and said, "Damn it!" and then got hit.
Spine buster.
Pretty gnarly fucking spine buster too, man.
Pedals get laid out.
I don't think it's pedals. I think it's the hat.
I have no idea. I just say pedals for the sake of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even hold up the title. It just looks like he's attacking people. Doesn't look like he necessarily wants the title.
What people are confused. What I think is I think he's asserting his dominance. It seems he once had dominance before the family feud.
Mm-hmm.
DNA scene, he's the one who beat Oba. Speaking of beat Oba, everyone's trying to steal that accolade from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he attacked Javon.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like he's just like, remember who's the dominant one around here.
I didn't think he was going to get interrupted by Tony D'Angelo.
No.
I thought it was The Miz.
A couple people were guessing that.
Because when he said, I made this the most prestigious title, most sought after title, that is lines that Miz has said about the IC. I have made this the most prestigious, the most must-see championship in all of WWE.
Yeah.
It's right there. It would have been the last good, like the last feud that you have Ethan win.
Could have also been
I very much feel like we are in the third act of this title reign.
Yes. Could have also been a good exhibition match for Saturday night's main event.
That's what I also thought it was going to be. You know, have this at Saturday nights, but nope. No.
Tony is a tweener instead of a heel.
We don't know his intentions yet.
Correct.
We haven't heard him actually speak. Once he speaks, we'll get a better understanding of everything. But, you know, since we have the winner of the Iron Survivor Challenge using his challenge tonight instead of next month,
we still need a contender for New Year's Evil.
So, next week, it will be a fatal four-way match for #1 contendership for that NXT Championship. It will be Dion Lennox, Miles Bourne, Joe Hendry, and your TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater. If this, we've said it so many times before on the show, but if this isn't the most obvious form of contract tampering that we have ever seen,
TNA is getting bought out.
bro, they gotta be. They gotta be.
It's like,
I feel like WWE was like, get your network deal and then we'll buy you.
yeah. Get yourself on a network that most TV networks know the location of. Like, it took me a while to find Access TV on my Spectrum cable, and I don't even know if like AT&T or other cable services like Roku have
it's
freaking Access TV.
But I know AMC is channel 59, one right after Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Because they put all the kids' things together, 56, 57, 58.
And then you
Nickelodeon,
flip.
Cartoon Network, Disney Channel.
And then you flip.
Loaded lineup.
Wasn't Adult Swim 59?
No, Adult
No.
Swim was 57 because that was the adult block of Cartoon Network. It's the night block.
Yep. Once the clock hits 7 o'clock, Cartoon Network switched to Adult Swim.
Yeah, it's time for Adult Swim, which I actually, growing up, I didn't know that was an actual term. That like pools is like, oh, this is adults only in the pool. I did not know that. But hey, look, I learned it growing up.
Yeah. So, yep, the second placement of the Iron Survivor match will be in that replacement Fatal 4-Way next week. But next, we got a match involving other people.
Yeah, so this happened because of what took place last Saturday. Ren was talking with Kendall after the match. Soul comes up, pretty upset because she lost. She's fighting with Zarya. And Ren opens her mouth. She starts bad-mouthing, not intentionally, but bad-mouthing Soul. And Soul says, all right, look, I'm not dealing with this. We're just going to fight we're going to fight Tuesday. And so we get this match. Soul Ruka versus Ren Sinclair with Kendall Gray, your Women's Evolved Champion, on ringside.
Yep. Kendall Gray, also your 2025 Women's Iron Survivor.
Man, that was such a good match.
It was.
Zach, I'm upset you didn't see that match, dude.
I've seen highlights.
You got to watch the whole match, though. The women's match steals the fucking show.
Yes.
It is so much better than any other match on that card that night. I am sorry. Like, Ricky Obo is pretty good, but nothing touches that Women's Iron Survivor, man.
No, yeah. Match of the night and match of the year contender.
Oh, yeah, definitely for me. But yeah, so, midway through the match, Zarya does not come to ringside, but she's standing in the crowd watching over Soul. Yep, posted up like a bodyguard. So the match continues. We get a bit of back and forth before Ren snatches that, or not Ren. Oh yeah, Ren gets her soul snatched. I was gonna say Ren snatches that soul, but
Ren, though, proving that she needs more TV time and also doing a good technical work, working the already injured leg.
oh yeah, she, it is perfectly fine for a babyface like Ren to target the limb, and she did it perfectly. Target the injured limb. It is injured.
Do it.
If you have an injury in the fight,
Yeah,
I'm
but
going for the injury.
Soul Snatcher, 1, 2, 3. Ref doesn't even get to lift up her hand because Soul immediately runs after Zarya to have a conversation.
No, because Soul starts celebrating, and Zarya is skulking her way down ringside. Soul turns around, catches Zarya in the act, and Zarya just leaves. So then Soul runs after her, does a pretty cool ass fucking move where she runs, gets on the apron, goes to the stairs, jumps from the barricade. Mind you, the part that was broken earlier, so you would think it would be broken now when she just, lightly steps on it, steps on the handrail of the barricade, onto the stairs, runs up. I'm like, this fucking woman is so athletically goddamn talented. It is insane.
Yeah.
But don't go anywhere, Rendell and Ken, though, because here come Fatal Influence.
Did you say Rendell and Ken?
Oh shit, did I?
Yeah.
Kendall and Ren. Don't go anywhere. Rendell and Ken. Yay! I'm tired.
I'd watch it.
Yes, I'd watch it. But yeah, so Fatal Influence is in the ring, and they are, talking down to Kendall and Ren. They say, you're not gonna win. You're just another. And she said the exact same thing last week. You're just the flavor of the month. They're gonna chew you up and spit you out when they're done with you.
Everyone and then Kendall fires back with everyone likes an underdog. Everyone likes to be proven wrong because you proved the crowd won because no one thought you were gonna take the title off Stephanie. So maybe we repeat history.
Yeah, Ren makes a claim at the speed title before the brawl ensues.
And Fatal Influence stands tall.
Yep, because they have the numbers advantage. Now, before we get to our main event, we go to the parking lot where Zarya is walking out in a huff and a puff. And Soul runs up to her. She says, look, let's just make up. We're friends. I've never had a friend like you.
For the lesbians.
I've never had a friend like you either.
For the
What you saying?
For the
But
lesbians.
yeah, they say, all right, let's make up. I want you in my corner Saturday. Really? Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I? Okay, cool. Let's go get ice cream.
On our bulletin board, I said Zaruka, make up.
Zaruka is fine. Zaruka is fine.
It's fine.
Fraxium is fine. Zaruka is fine. Spear! I can't fucking wait. Oh, I'm gonna pop so hard. Ah! Finally, they let my demon wake up.
So many TikTok edits are... Because I saw this one TikTok edit of who is this nobody by Sol Ruka, and then it showed Zarya's indie days, and...
Bah!
Yeah!
Yeah. Hey, just stand right there real quick. I'm gonna run through you.
Yep. Or you don't want to stand still? Cool. F5.
Yeah. And next, our main event of the evening. It is for your NXT Championship.
Inject this in my veins.
You know, of course, in the blue corner, the young OG, the 2025 Iron Survivor Challenge winner, Javon Evans.
That boy bouncy.
Taking on, in the red corner, your NXT champion. That is a two-time NXT champion, one of 7 men to accomplish the feat.
The ruler, the man at the top of the mountain.
The bringer of war, Oba Femi.
Who? Before this match, Oba cut a promo against Cody. If I was Cody, I'd be crapping bricks.
Brother, it is simple. Lay down Saturday. Just lay down. It is not canon. Lay down. Oba needs this win. You can eat a loss. It is fine. If you want to make it canon, have Drew fucking Claymore you in the middle of the match. I don't care. Oba needs to win this match. And it is a bit of a spoiler, because we're saying Oba needs to win this match. But I'm sorry. If you thought Javon was legitimately winning it here, there's no hope for you, because I don't know what you're thinking. As soon as this match got announced, I said, he's not winning.
He's getting hoed somehow.
Because I was like, at one thought, I was like, oh, they could have title, and title. No, tag match. You have tag champions and 2 singles
and
champions.
then you could make the New Year's Evil replacement title v title, because Javon still has yet to get his X Division rematch.
Yeah, but then I was like, oh wait, no. I forgot. Someone was very ticked off in the opening segment.
Yup.
But we'll get to that when we get to it.
Spoiler
oh,
alert.
wait. The one thing, before we get into, I forgot to talk about it with the Soul and Ren match. The way that I said it is very rushed, but I liked it at the same time. It felt like a high school play the way that they did this. As soon as Soul exits stage left, Fatal Influence come out. The moment that she walks off...
Exit stage left, enter stage right.
Yeah. Immediately walks in. Music hits. I'm like, can they do more of that?
Yeah.
If the show actually flowed like that, oh my God. Be amazing.
Yep.
We all know this is a performance. Just make it feel like more of a fucking play, I guess.
Yeah.
At least in NXT, that shit was tight.
Now back to your feature presentation.
Yes. Jesus fucking Christ, these boys cook, man. Oba and Javon, wrestling soulmates. I love when when someone finds their wrestling soulmate early in their career.
Yes.
When they can find them, Randy Orton or Randy Cena. Okay, cool, that works.
Yep.
Cena Batista, that works too. Because they were always intertwined.
Newer development, but
Carmelo Trick, Johnny Tommaso.
yep. By newer development, it's still an older one, but remember one of these people took a break from the company, Seth Punk.
Yeah, Seth Punk. But dude, if you find your rival early in your career, it is great. And the fact that you're gonna have the history of Javon and Saquon. So as long as Saquon is in the company, because they're never getting rid of Javon.
No.
Unless Javon walks, Javon is pretty much a fucking lifer in that company.
Yup.
But I don't know about Saquon. I don't know how they feel about him. They're obvious they feel heavily favorable about Javon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind it either, because that man, strap a fucking rocket to him.
Yeah.
But they have the matches, or the match outside of WWE, that you can go, oh, they have history here. Oba and Javon just happened to be in the same place at the same time, because Oba was a track and field athlete. And the fact that these two were just like, okay, yeah, no, we're going to make it work. It is a perfect pairing.
Mm-hmm. I hate this analogy, but I feel like it's the second coming of Cena Lesnar.
Oh, it could be. Very much could be. And I don't mind it. It is very much, you need a a big hero, or a hero to go up against a big monster. And sometimes that monster wins. And in this case, it's every time. Because Javon does his OG cutter. 1, 2.
Yoink!
Ayo, what the fuck? Where's the 3? Ricky Saints
Has turned heel.
fuck you, bitch. Which leads to a fall from grace.
1, 2, 3. But no, seriously, seek out this match. Despite the Ricky heel turn, it cooked.
I think the heel turn helped it. I think it helped it.
Because with how it was going, Javon had it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had Oba solved like a math equation.
Yeah, he had that man solved like a Rubik's Cube.
But when I catch you, Ricky,
When I get you, Ricky, when I get you, Ricky, Ricky, when I get you, Ricky, man, I'm so upset that Javon didn't win, but I didn't expect him to win.
you knew when it got officialized,
Yeah,
shenaniganery was afoot.
Exactly, I was like, it's probably going to be Dark State or it's going to be Tony. I didn't expect it to be Ricky, but now that it's Ricky, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. He feels slighted. He feels like Javon cut the line, even though Javon went through a more grueling match than Oba did to earn the shot. You just lost.
Yeah. Do you think they pull more shenaniganery and make the New Year's Evil match a fatal 4-way?
They could.
Javon gets its rightful, the Iron Survivor replacement winner, and Ricky versus Oba.
So if I'm guessing on who is winning that match next week is probably Joe Hendry. I can see him pinning Dion. No, I can see him pinning Miles. And then maybe that fatal 4-way. I would love Leon Slater to get it, but I don't think they're gonna give it to Leon.
I could see them doing Dion.
That could also be cool. I wouldn't mind Dion. I like Dion. Give him more of a singles push.
Yeah, and he already has that rivalry with Oba
Mm-hmm.
pre-set up.
Yeah. And we do eventually got to get the payoff to that rivalry at some
Mhm.
point. So, yeah, but that's it for this episode of Disqualified. I'm so used to saying, but I am Buttless Caleb. That is your double predictions champion, main roster, and NXT predictions champion, Trevin. Behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Zach. Stay tuned because we are going to be our next video will be predictions for Saturday night's main event. Reminder, that is just for the power of a tally because he is holding both belts. But
Yes. Also, probably the only Saturday night's main event we will predict, but in honor of Cena's last show.
yes, that is legitimately why. But stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over, and we will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye!